Hello my friends, my name is Donna and I wanted to do one more quick little blurb about the Golden Age series. It's raining out here on my front porch studio. It's getting a little chilly, so don't mind me if I shiver. I want to talk about the writing of the Golden Age series. And I'm just going to share with you the most common questions that we get as authors and then our answers to them. So the first question is, how did you imagine all of this? Well, the answer is that we didn't imagine all of it. Our portrayal of the Atlantean world comes from three main sources. Number one would be the research that we did. Much of what we used is listed in the bibliography at the end of the books. And then number two would be the information that we gained from QHHT, which stands for Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique, which Diana and I both practice. So some of the imagery and events even come from our own sessions and even the sessions of others, to include the many, many that Dolores Cannon wrote about in her books. And Dolores Cannon is the lady who developed QHHT. And then number three would be our imagination, which comes from, we believe, the quantum field. So who's to say what is fabricated and what is remembered or accessed? We lean towards the idea that everything we quote-unquote imagine is actually pulled from the planetary memory bank, which is housed in the quantum field. Next question. Where do you get your character ideas? Some of them just literally show up. Sage, also known as Auntie Sage, was the first character to just appear. And then Taya, the twins' mother, whose name, fun fact, we changed from Adelaide because it would have made too many A names. So sometimes they come as complete personalities and we just have to interview them and listen very closely and learn about them to write them. Some of these who just showed up, complete characters, were shy and took a while to get to know deeply. Examples would be Carver and Old Mother Selena, High Priestess of the Temple of Beauty. Anna didn't actually show us her sense of humor until the final few rewrites. And then other characters begin more as a particular archetype. And they seem to kind of be born from the archetype and then they grow in layers and eventually take on complete personhood. Turner, Mardu, and Nadia would be good examples of this. Once the characters are complete, they kind of start to want their own way, often, with the story. At some point, they begin telling us what they do next in the story, whether it fits neatly or not. It's kind of like having a house full of people. You can certainly try giving them all specific roles to play and narratives, but they don't always follow the script. Next question. How long did it take to write? About 5 years. So for the first 3 years, we both worked full-time jobs, and we got maybe 2/3 of the way through writing book 1. We did plot book 2, and I think we also plotted book 3 during that time. And then I quit my job to write full-time. So I did a lot of the writing of books 2 and 3, and Diana, was invaluable for editing and for getting me unstuck when the characters got me stuck. All of the rewrites and edits, another fun fact, took as long as the original drafts took to write. And you'll probably hear that often from authors. Next question. What sort of research did you do? Well, we read every nonfiction book and article that we could lay our hands on, as well as we did come across several people who would have very unique, specific experiences and knowledge that related to ancient societies in general, or to specifically Atlantis, that we got to interview and kind of add tidbits from. As well as we researched tons of geological, archaeological, anthropological, mathematical, cartographic, genetic, linguistic, technological, biological, and religious information, all of which had things alluding to Atlantis and or advanced ancient societies. These nonfiction books that we read specifically about Atlantis, spanned being written from the 1800s to current day. And then there were all the metaphysical books and articles about Atlantis. For instance, the channelings of Edgar Cayce. As I said before, the past life regression sessions that Dolores Cannon wrote about, the psychic and astrological information from many, many people. And then, because we are both quantum healers, Diana and I both practice QHHT, we accessed our own past lives in Atlantis to lend better first-hand descriptions. And we did travel. We traveled to Ireland, Scotland, Spain, Brazil, and Arkansas. Did you know Arkansas is the second largest crystal capital in the world, behind Brazil? And it was said to be where Atlantis actually grew crystals. They had crystal fields there. So we traveled because you get downloads of information from specific power spots on Earth. We also searched out all sorts of higher frequency healing methods, alternative healing methods. We looked at types of energy generators for those parts of the books. Little known technological advancements that we have today. Mind control methods, specifically the psychotronic weapons, which are actually in wide use today. And then the ancient personalities that have been kind of relegated to legends or myths. We studied those a bit. Prehistoric animals, alchemy, uses of hemp and other plants, what we would even call sustainable and miracle plants, and many, many more details of the story. All right, that's it for now. I'm sure that we will answer more questions later. Thank you for watching. The books are available under author name D.D. Adair, Adair, on Amazon in paperback and digitally on Amazon, as well as many other online bookstores. Also, follow us on our author Facebook page, D.D. Adair, for our latest news and events and book signings and all that good stuff. Thanks.